my talk is about steganography using Python in 5 minutes. So going back to history, steganography is really rich in history. So starting with Histieus, he's basically a Greek who did steganography using the bald head of his slave. He shaved the hair off and then tattooed the message on the head and then let the hair grow back and then set his messenger on the way to his field commanders. And then we have Demaratus, who did steganography using a wood box and wax. So each layer of wax contains a message, and then put another layer of wax and then layer of wax and then send the wax on his way. But the most key moment in steganography is when Johannes Trithenius created the book Steganographia, and a lot of the principles in Steganographia was established from Johannes Trithenius. Now, the difference with steganography and cryptography is that cryptography changes the message, but steganography just hides the message. There's no change. Okay? Everything's being hidden in plain sight. So we have two types of steganography, technical and linguistic steganography. Linguistic steganography is like gay lingo. That's an example. Code talkers, okay, from World War II. Technical steganography is the one that I'm going to be showing you using Python later. So, of course, what I'm going to do is digital steganography. So, we're going to be hiding a message in an image. So, can I use any file? It's required, or it's advised that you use lossless file formats like PNG, BMP, RAW, ALAC, FLAC, and WAV. Meaning, we can hide audio within audio. But my demonstration for today is just going to be using hiding plain text in an image. So, there are a lot of different modules in Python. So, we have Stego, Pillow, steganography, and 3 minutes left. So, I'm going to be using Stegano. So, I'm going to show you example code. So, this is the basic code that we can hide. This is the pretty basic code to hide something into an image. And then here's the code for revealing it. Let me see if I can open up. Okay, anyway. Oh, never mind. So, Python hide py source image. That's astronaut, I think. Whatever. Python hide py astronaut. Now the source image is astronaut. Not. That py. The message is hi PyCon. PyCon APAC. I don't want to look at that. Oh. Whatever. Wait. Cheating. And how do we do that? I'm gonna reveal it. So I'm gonna cheat again. Boom. Yeah. And we can actually take it a step further. We've hidden plain text, but you can do hide encrypted text within the image. So here's a full source code that can do that. Full encrypted text, and then you can inject it into any image that you want. Thanks, guys, and that's my talk.
I'll just talk first. Yeah. So I'm from Singapore. Um, and we are bringing back PyCon Singapore, which is the first country which organized PyCon APAC in 2010. And we are back after 6 years, because we stopped organizing PyCon Technical Conference in 2019. So this year, we have a new organizing team and we'll be organizing PyCon. So apparently this lightning talk is for you to get to know us more, and I'll just share some details. Our conference will be on the 18th to 20th of June, which I think is the only conference in June now. We are doing it at a new university in Singapore, which is at the Digital Punggol campus. We open our call for proposal, so if you want to submit any of your talks or workshops, please go ahead. This year we are collaborating with PyLadies, so if you want to submit some PyLadies talk, you should also come in and help us out. And our website is still pycon.sg, in case you want any information there. So one of our partner, which is Force Asia Summit, FOSS Asia, is actually also organizing a conference in Thailand on the 13th to 15th March. So we are giving a shout out to them here. It will be in Bangkok. There will be quite a lot of workshop. It's a 3 days program. So if you use the discount code PyConAPAC, you will have a 40% discount. And if you are a student who want to see the Force Asian or free and open source in action, you can use this discount code TH Academy to have free tickets there. Yeah, so that's the end of my talk. I will send out the information to the Discord chat. Yes, thank you.
Our next speaker is, wait, sorry.
5, 4, 3.
Our next speaker is Henry Keith.
Alright, so my presentation is in a blog, so if you, okay.
No, you can.
So if you can go to like dev.to/Denry, you can check out the blog. And like go through the other. Ayan. Alright. Uy, my nicks. Uy. So yeah, I'm Denry, so I'm a DevOps engineer at Mugna.tech. So my talk will be like Python development with Nix. So of course, when setting up Python development environment, so it can be a headache. So there are like dependency hell or conflicts in like imports, dependency conflicts, and of course like multiple Python versions, and of course system-wide pollution because like you're installing global packages. So with this one, we'll use Nix to offer a declarative, reproducible, and isolated way to manage Python environments. So in this talk, I'll have like a simple fast API web server managed with Nix. So a quick overview of Nix. So there are 3 parts: the Nix, the package manager, Nix, the functional programming language, and Nix, the operating system. So it does the reproducibility, the declarativeness, and the reliability when using Nix on your like application. So you can have like a single Nix configuration, and then you can like replicate that to like multiple servers without fail because Nix does that declaratively. So like if you want to like do a systemd service, you can configure that with Nix or like Redis or Postgres. You can do that like per project environment. So that's for Nix. So this one is like a basic example. So we have a fast API Flake. So Flake basically means it's a modern structured way to manage Nix projects. So you can ignore some of the code. So just focus on again the packages. So we have 3 packages we need to install in a specific like project or a directory. So we have Python 3.11, Fast API, and UVcorn for us to like run the web server. So yeah, so ignore the stuff. And this is just like a hello world Fast API application. So yeah. So when you enter the Nix environment, you can basically run Nix develop, or if you want to have it automatically loaded, you can do like .envrc and then have a use Flake. So you can also check out the dev.asa blog. So yeah, there's a repository for you to like check it out. So with this one, it's just a simple command. So that's UVcorn main app reload. And here, this is like the big chunk of my talk. So in that yellow box, this is like it's not yet inside the Nix environment. So we have this. Oh, let's say this is the current project. So we have the Python version 3.12, right? So and then when we run the UVcorn command, it does not load because UVcorn is not found. And when we go here in the bottom, we entered the Nix environment. And we check the Python version is 3.11, right? Which we declared kanina above. So, and when we run like the UVcorn application, it runs. So, yeah, that's my talk. Thank you.
Thank you, Denry. Up next, Ned Palacio. You have 10 seconds to try it out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
All right.
start.
Hi everyone. My name is Ned Palacios. I am a software developer based in Davao City, and I am also father of 126 GitHub repos. So I have lots of side projects there that's unfinished. And here's how I accidentally built a Python runner to impress college kids. So yeah, so I was preparing for a Python workshop for a university in my city, in Davao City. And one thing that I would like to do is to be able to incorporate interactivity during the workshop, right? So the first thing that came to my mind is to use SliDev. So if you know SliDev, so this is the presentation tool that I've been using right now. And it's a markdown-based presentation tool that allows you to create beautiful slides with ease. So it's also, yeah, that's the one I'm using right now, right? So the one feature that I really like is the ability to edit and run code live, just like what you're seeing right now. So this is a live demo. So if I run this code, this is JavaScript, by the way, in PyCon. So this is not a Python code, okay? Just so you know. Okay, so it will execute and it will display the output. So this is a live code, okay? So now here's the problem. So SliDev doesn't have a built-in Python support. I cannot use IPython or Jupyter. It's an overkill and then it's a waste of time. And I have 2 days to code. So what I just built, so I decided to create a server that allows me to run Python code and communicate with it using WebSockets. So in short, I have built a Python code runner. So here's the demo. Okay, so here's the code that I have just written earlier. And this is a live Python code. Okay, so if I run this one, it works, finally. So if I type this one, and it displays the execution of the Python program. So behind the scenes, it's, again, it's running as a server here. So it's meant for the SliDev presentation tool, but you can use it whatever you want, okay? So the limitations is that there are some limitations, like it doesn't have a sandbox. And then next is that it's not multi-file, so you cannot run it on demos like multiple files. There's no pip support. You can do it for yourself. And it does not do like sleep or like crazy stuff like ANSI codes and something. But yeah, the question is, did it impress college kids? Is it yes or no? No. No, okay? But I've learned something from this experience, and I am happy with the result, okay? But if you're interested, you can just check the source code at my GitHub, and you can just fork it, contribute whatever you like, and that's it. Thank you for listening to my talk.
Thank you, Ned. Up next, Jericho Arcelao. You have 10 seconds to try your device. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Is that working? Oh, start.
Right, so, hi, my name is Jericho. You can call me Echo, and my talk is Python in a click. So, well, as you've seen earlier, we've had a lot of technical difficulties, especially in running our Python code, right? So we can see that when setting up Python environments, there are a lot of things we need to take care of, such as Python versions, pip packages, and whatever things we need to organize to make sure our dependencies work. But the question I want to pose here is, what if we could set up Python in one click? Literally one click. No more conflicting Pythons, no more conflicting packages, and no more random fiddling. Right? So how can we do this? So this is the Python dev environment in the box. So the tools here that we're going to be using to construct this is first UV, which is a Python version and package manager, which you will be seeing a talk on later. So if you're interested, definitely attend that. Mise, which manages dev tools and vars and tasks. And the dev container, which are containers as full-fledged dev environments. So now, let's try it out. Actually, it's right here. There. So this is running using GitHub code spaces. And as you might notice, I will run it now. I will run Python, but where's Python, you might ask? Now, let me go to the template and then run this. And then you can see magically, somehow, I get a fast API server. Just give it a few moments. But there, fast API. So how did I get fast API without Python, right? So definitely it's a Python dev environment in the box. So some points. This is not limited to Python. Any language and any tool, databases, services, or whatever you want to install can work. You'll need to install a base set of tools, Docker Desktop, VS Code dev containers, or what when using GitHub code spaces. And you'll need to maintain your set of scripts. Of course, this is magic, but this is not the, nothing in the dev world is purely magic, right? So yeah, that's it. You can check the code for this repo. And just as one last twist for this, the whole presentation is running in the same environment as this one. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Echo. Up next, Ivan serves the talk. You have 10 seconds to get set up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start.
Okay, let's take a breath because it's too fast today. uh, I want to tell many things about my experience. I have many experience in programming, lecturing, researching, and many fields. But today I want to share some live demo, and also I want to talk shortly about the company where I'm working. It's Salmon. So Salmon Finance Made Easy. Okay, let's go. It's a short description of me. My name is Ivan. I'm from Republic of Sakha-Yakutia. Okay, go to the next slide. I'm prepared a small demo with Streamlit, Volume, also GeoPandas, Shapely, and here's I'm used data from Meta. It's open source data about population in Philippines. So it's a really high dense data. So I'm prepared it for this. I'm visualize it and prepare it in interactive map. So we can see here, yeah, sometimes it's working slowly, yeah, because it's Python. Okay, so yeah, we can see here some province with, we can see the title of province, we can see the population in this province, like more red than more peoples here. Okay, but what I love in Volume, also in Streamlit, it's highly customizable. We can change just we can set it up some province, and we can see it in our demo. Okay, let's go back to my slides. Also here is a short description how it works. How you can see, it's really not many lines of code. It's it's really not rocket science or anything else, but it can help to look more wider to our data, because when you working with data you just go to deeper, but sometimes we need to stay back and look wider for our data. So we need to explore our data, also we need to extend our data, explore the world, Philippines, collaborate, think outside the box. So just keep it in mind. So okay, it's also example of using creativity in Salmon, because through our creativity we making our technology better. Also through our technology we helping make more Filipino aspirations a reality. Thank you.
Thank you, Ivan. You guys are very good about this. Up next, our favorite Juan. Oh, my favorite is him talaga. Juan, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Is it okay?
5,
Yeah, wait.
4, 3, 2, 1. Start.
Is it okay?
Hi, I'm Guan Han from the PSF. I just want help from the Asia. Yeah, I'm the Guan Han. I'm one of the directors of Python Software Foundation. I'm one of the member of Python Asia organization and Python Korea user group. And I made the PyCon Korea since the first time. So what I want to talk is about the funding. Yeah, funding is progress. Why? So I want to talk about the PSF. The PSF is a US-based non-profit organization and support C Python. And when you use the Python and the installed package with the VIP or UV, you are always using the VIPI. And we drive the global Python ecosystem. So what do you need? Yeah, money. Yeah, Python is slow. Everybody talk about that. Why? Why? Because Python is run everywhere. In everywhere, in even the satellite or even go to the Mars with Elon Musk, but Python is everywhere, so it's slow. So why slow? Because the money. Yeah, limited investment is performance limits. Yeah, we need more money. Yeah, more funding means more jobs and more connections. Yeah, the price is expensive and more carriers to us. So, if you invest Python, yeah, it will return later, not now. But if you buy the GPU car, yeah, it doesn't guarantee the higher model. Yeah. So, please make an investment to the Python. So why supporting Python? Yeah, we Python is everywhere. So Python empowers diverse peers, AI, web, data, IoT, and more. So we are community-driven innovations, not company-driven innovation. So if you invest in Python, it will return to you later. So it's all about progress. Yeah, we want instant money, but it's not. Actually, the investing in Python is a progress, not a perfection. How to support? Both sponsors, yeah, please support local organizations. Please provide menu, meals, logistics, and invest in community initiatives. Even the small contributions make a big impact. So it's a small investment, so it's okay. You can get a big return later. And the most important thing is quantity is over the quality. We want perfection and quality, but it's not. We want just more people to join our community. How to support for individuals? Just by contributing by using or spread Python. Hello boss, I'm using Python, please use it more and get more people. Yeah, or you can become a speaker or a translator. It's okay. Provide feedback or engage. Sponsoring by GitHub, it doesn't cost much, just $1 per month, or direct donation, or buy t-shirts. T-shirts are so cool, it's okay. So together we grow with your a little investment, and together we can build a community. Together we progress. If you have anything about the grow and build progress community, please ask me. I have a link in the mention, and you can ask me the name card. Thank you.
Thank you, Conan. Up next, Cyrus Mate. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start.
Hello. Yeah, so I'm going to talk about browser use. So I'm just going to share about how you can use your browser. So first, open your Google Chrome, then you're done. Thank you. Just kidding. Just kidding. So yeah, what's browser use? So browser use is like an automation library where you can use AI to interact with the browser. So you can just give it instructions, you can give it a prompt, then it will do that task for you. Yeah, it's open source, and then it's very simple and powerful, and it's in Python. Yeah, so its features are it uses VLMs or vision language models, and also HTML extraction, so you can extract the elements that you need. Also multi-tab management, custom actions, and some other stuff, and a lot of LLMs. So the technologies behind that you can use is LangChain for orchestration, Playwright is this for the automation part, and lots of models like Gemini, Olama, GPT, Claude, and also UV for environment. And I already did the hard part of coding, so I'm just going to show you the code. All you need to do is just look at the most important thing here is the prompt there is in the main function, the task, blah 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 blah, and then yeah, this should be a video of me coding while doing the task, but it's not loading. It's fine, but the browser, yeah. So this library also has other uh, like features like web UI, so you can just type your prompt through a Gradio app, or you can use Streamlit also, and also Mac OS, so you can also like do prompts and do tasks using your native Mac OS apps with just a prompt, and yeah, so that's a lot of like use cases when you think about it, and yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Up next, Ted De La Cruz. Thank you, Cyrus. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, hi. Hi, I'm Ted. I'm a software developer at Bukas PH, and we are a fintech startup. We help Filipinos attain higher education through student loans. And Ateneo is actually one of our partner schools, so I'm happy to be here. And you can check out my blog here. And I want to share how we solve real-world problems with AI at Bukas. So, our pressing problem last year was we receive a lot of emails in our support email, 3,000 emails per month. That's a lot for us. And we only have 2 people in our customer success team. And the typical startup problem, we can't afford to hire more staff. So to solve that, we implemented AI frontliner at Bukas. We call him Jared. And Jared tried just email write-ins. He asks the name, mobile number, and the loan reference code. So this drastically reduces the back and forth between us and our customers. And out of the box, Jared supports multiple languages. We need support for English, Tagalog, Taglish, Bisaya, Hilagay nun, because we're all over the country. And then, Jared also automatically provides loan status when given a reference code because lots of our borrowers, they ask for the status of their loan. Like, kamusta yung loan po, yung loan application ko kasi mag-enrollment na, am I rejected, something like that. So, Jared should be able to answer that quickly and accurately. And also, he can answer basic questions based on our help center. Right, so the technology behind Jared, we use GPT-4o, we might migrate this year. And we use LangChain and Postgres for our vector database for our help center. Right, so to help Jared succeed in his role, we provided several tools. I will explain. We have this topic categorizer. So if an email comes in, we categorize the email. If it's in the whitelist, if it's not in the whitelist, and the conversation, and if it's a how to apply, use the help center for reference, and if it's a follow-up, use the follow-up tool. Right. So this is the help center lookup. Basically, we use the RAG technique, retrieval augmented generation. So we converted our help center articles into vectors and store them in Postgres. So this basically fetches the top 3 most relevant articles to the question, and Jared uses those articles to provide accurate answers. Right. So whenever a follow-up email comes in, Jared can check up the status of the loan in our backend. So provided the reference code, if the backend says that it's approved, let the customer know that their application has been approved. If it's pending, it's still in review. Right. So since full release last year, Jared has applied to almost 20,000 emails, and also Triogen escalated 15,300 write-ins to our humans at Buka. So it really empowered our small customer service team. Right. So for the demo, may the demo gods bless me with their favor. So here's the code. Yun. Question is, paano po mag-apply? That's Taglish. Let's see how it runs. Hope you can see that. Cross fingers. Gana kaya to? It's calling OpenAI. So there. Question, paano po mag-apply? And then the topic categorizer categorizes that question with the topic how to apply, and we tell him to use the help center lookup tool, and then the help center will return the most relevant topics, and then Jared uses those top articles to come up with a accurate response, and that's his answer in English. Supposed to be Taglish, but anyway, that's this answer, which he actually sends to our customers. So yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ted. Up next, Jose Marie Antonio Minosa. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start. Oh no. Oh no. Okay.
Ayun, so, hello everyone. So, I will be presenting one of the projects that I'm working on, extracting unknowns in nature using AI and Python. So, the reason that I'm talking right now is just to promote some other paradigm in AI, aside from the LLMs. So, there's also a architecture, physics-informed neural network, or scientific machine learning, if you want to interest. So, this is one venture that you can look for in your thesis or in your project. So, so I'm part of Center for AI Research. So, CARE is currently the government arm for data science. So, for any researchers there that wants to collaborate or wants to connect, so we are here to promote innovation that can help your projects. So, usually in our data science projects, so we usually encounter this one. Correlation does not imply causation, right? But how if there's a mechanism that we can do to use it? Because usually correlation is from the statistical perspective, right? But if there's a way in mathematics side or in physics that can answer the causation aspect. And usually when we do data science project, so we usually have a sparse data or few data. So what we can do to address that or in a project, so we can do a symbolic AI for having an interpretability aspect. So if you are not familiar with symbolic AI, so for example, usually we have a regression model, right, for modeling. So usually we have the y is equal to mx plus b. So with symbolic AI, we can have a causation aspect that there's an interaction for the x and y. So how can we do it in Python? So there's a package in Python, the PyCindy, which is the sparse identification of nonlinear dynamic system. So you can use it, usually just a temporal data, with this particular architecture, just a simple one, not a really deep architecture, and then a simple 2 lines of Cindy, you can extract the equations and understand the dynamics of the model. So you can understand the causation aspect. So other really usage of this particular architecture are some natural hazards or weather systems that we can usually affected here in the Philippines. So environmental or natural hazards. So this particular architecture is what used by the Google, the for the climate environmental modeling, forecasting. And these are some of the supplementary reading if you are interested. So symbolic regression, the neural ODE, P6 informed neural network, and some of the latest one is the deep neural operators. Yeah. So this one, that's all. If you want to connect with CARE and learn more about this one, you can scan the QR.
Thank you, JN. Up next, Zorex Salvo. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Hello, hello.
3, 2, 1.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Zorex. I'm gonna talk about presentation app that I made using Python. It kinda is a cousin of what Ned has like developed. It has the same problems. It has the same reasons, and not impressing the college kids though. But yeah, I also want to like run Python scripts in my presentation. At the same time, I want it to be minimal. So that's the like inspiration for it. So again, hi, I'm Zorex. I am a PyCon Philippines volunteer. I run a marathon, by the way, and I play music. And yeah, Python hobbies. This project connects my passion for Python, for speaking, and and my hobbies. Because yeah, that's if you didn't get it, it's sarcasm. Because I don't really want to speak. So what is this? This is a presentation app that I developed using textual. It's a terminal, like a framework to create apps inside the terminal. So all of these are in the terminal, and it supports Markdown, Python script, and textual screens. So I'm gonna show you the actual project structure. So in here, I just have the Markdown here, and I have a list of the slides. All of these are in Markdown, like this is the intro, the about, hobbies, and actually there is a hidden Python code in there. So let's go through that. And yeah, textual again, it's a rapid application development framework for Python. And MusicPy, because I integrated a music like script into it, and I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna do some demo. So no, I'm not going to sing, but I have. Oh, you cannot hear, but there is like a synthesizer here. Yeah. So. Yeah. No. If you want more, just join the Pi Night later. and and more for development sprints. We're going to have sprints tomorrow, so I would like to invite everyone who are available. We have pull request workshop, Python PH jobs. I'll be leading that one. Apache Airflow, I think Way's here, but he's going to lead that sprint. And we have DPG, etc. So see you tomorrow. We're joining, and thank you for listening. If you want to connect, sorex@python.ph. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, everyone, sign up for the sprints tomorrow. You can register at the registration booth. Up next, we have Marvin Tensuan. 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, yes, guys, you heard that right. Python is now in Excel. Yay. Yeah, so that means Python is now going to be competing in the many languages that are already built in Excel. So among those, so we have the Excel formulas. These are the built-in predefined functions in Excel, by the way. And also shout out to Lambda. This was introduced quite recently. This function completely turned Excel into a Turing complete application. Next, we have the M and DAX, some imports from Power BI. And then we have Office JS because apparently Microsoft sells you SharePoint Online, so they want some sort of a logic functionality to work for files in the cloud. And then last but not the least, we have the VBA. So it's not modern, but anything you want to think of, you can program it there. And then of course, it quite has a lot of access, especially system level. So it supports the component object model. It can reference DLLs, so especially those ones in System 32 for those who use Windows. And then it's also capable of interacting with the file system. That's why for us users, it's very powerful. For IT, it's a security nightmare. That's why most users have been wishing for Python. So as you can see, Microsoft has moved actions that appear to be phasing out VBA. It's probably not in the near future, but here they are. And then also, why Python? Because apparently the community loves the syntax. So here are some of the other projects that are basing their respective syntax on Python. Okay, so imagine turning this code into something like this, quite pretty if you think about it. Okay, so let's talk about the interpreter. Python Python in Excel is not a locally managed Python interpreter. The Python itself is getting run in the cloud via Anaconda servers. So there's that. And then the interpreter preloads the following packages upon initialization. So shout out into this one, import Excel. Excel does nothing, but it was reserved by Microsoft in PyPI, specifically for Python in Excel. So before I show you this video, maybe I can show you the last bit. So Python in Excel so far, based on experience, is not a drop-in replacement for VBA. So if you want means to get data from sources, Power Query is still the best way to do that. So this video, if you want to look at the internals, FYI, Excel files are simply just a zip file, so you can convert XLSX into .zip, and then you can open that, look at the following specifications. So Python lives in that area, python.xml, and if you want to maybe study how Excel works, do some investigations. So in this slide, I think so this is how you use Python in Excel, equals py, and then as you can see, if you reference the x variable that was initialized earlier, it's quite weird, especially if, as you imagine, some speakers yesterday was talking about how Jupyter notebooks are quite ambiguous, especially you can move cells around, you can hide cells around. Now imagine cells. So something to think about. So that concludes my presentation.
Thank you, Marvin. Up next, Muriel Maza. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. We have 15 minutes left and 4 speakers.
So good day. I will discuss multi-object tracking in heterogeneous environment. So what is that? So MOT is a Python-based application with GUI to detect and track multiple animals in heterogeneous environments. It is a pipeline that uses convolutional neural networks to detect and track animals from video data like birds, insects, we chose insects, or mammals in noisy outdoor settings. Okay, why use MOT GUI? It basic Python programming skills needed. The GUI make it easy, super easy to use. It works on challenging natural backgrounds like forests or fields. It helps with long-term animal behavior studies, specifically for your capstone, passion projects, or theses. So you will see in the picture, it's a video, but I took a screenshot and put there. So you can compare, in choosing color thresholds, object detection in MOT works in two steps. It first uses a color filter to identify the regions in the image in which to run the classification. We use color threshold to select these regions. There are two ways to select appropriate thresholds, which the other one is it has a function which you can play around with threshold values to see how different threshold values converts the image. And the first one, you can compare your videos to WASP and Blackbox videos and start with threshold values through which your data is more similar. For example, if your animal looks more similar to Blackbox in color or lighting conditions, you may start with default threshold and improve the detection by changing lower and upper threshold by little amount at a time. So other use cases, wildlife research, ecological monitoring, and for IT and computer science students, behavioral computing science studies. Thank you.
Up next, Justin Era Natividad. No, is that the one that gave up? Okay. Huh? Aussie. I'm sorry. Did not give up. Their body gave up on them. Up next, Alison Alvaran. 5, 4, 10. Discrimination. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start. Oh no. Alice, sasayaw ka na.
Okay, hi. So I'm going to do a very quick introduction to image processing and manipulation. And basically, I'll just talk a bit about the structure of a digital image, the RGB model, and then we're going to use Below as the module and some sample code. So a digital image is basically a collection of pixels, and it is usually arranged in a 2D grid, like a spreadsheet with rows and columns. And they're usually numbered from the top leftmost, starting with 0, of course. And in this example, we have a pixel at coordinates 1, 0. So it means that it's the second pixel from the left, and it is the first from the top. So now each pixel of this image will represent a single color. And the specific color depends on a formula that mixes various amounts of the 3 basic colors, so red, green, and blue. And this technique for creating color is known as the RGB color model. So the amount of each color, sometimes called the intensity of each color, is the max value for it is 255, and then the minimum value is 0. So it means that if for red we have 0, it means it has no red in that specific pixel. And it also means that for the black color is represented by 0, 0, 0, and then white is 255, 255, 255. So here is an image which explains how RGB color combos work. And we can see how mixing all of these colors create a multitude of other colors. So now we have Pillow. This is basically a fork of PIL, and the documentation is at pillow.ridodocs.io. And it's basically PIL plus 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 plus. So it has a lot of other features. So I have here a picture of Pikachu. And to use the library, you can just import it, and then you can view specific properties like the format, size, and mode. And then one basic manipulation that you can do is to invert the image. So the code is basically just loop through the pixels and then get the coordinates, and then subtract 255, which is the max value of the pixel, to the color, and it becomes inverted. So the next one we have is black and white. So you basically do the same thing, but this time you get the average of the RGB values, and then if it's less than 128, meaning it's a dark color, you turn it to black, and if it is greater than that, you turn it to 255 or white, and then you get the black and white version. Now it doesn't look really good with black and white, so you can do grayscale. And for grayscale, you just get the average again, and then this time multiply the average by 3, so you get the grayscale version. Now I'm just showing just a couple of examples here. So for sepia, this one is a bit different because there are specific values that you have to multiply each color to. I won't delve on that, but basically these are the numbers, and if you do that, you will get the sepia version. There's also the infrared version, where instead of the RGB, you just switch it up to blue, red, and green, and then it becomes infrared version. You can also switch the positions by using by getting the pixel of the coordinates of specific pixel, and then you get the flip side of that, and then you just basically assign that pixel to that position, and it becomes flipped. Now, you can also do this mirror one, which looks like an alien butt, and basically, you just flip it, but it was divided at the middle. So basically, you can do whatever you want, and your imagination is the limit, and that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Adi. Last but not least, Dave Dalit. No, he doesn't have a computer, so we just start.
Apologies everyone, I don't have any laptop today, so no visual aids, though it would be nice to demonstrate some of the Python tools that I use. So my name is Dave, and I'm a security engineer intern, which means I'm still a student. So I will be discussing quickly Python and cybersecurity. I believe many people here are software engineers and developers. So I'm just gonna share my experience as a security person. So I was actually expecting a session in cybersecurity. Unfortunately, there wasn't any, so figures I'll just talk about it myself. So Python is used by most of threat actors. I have done simulated investigations before, challenges, and research about different techniques such as information stealers, malwares, backdoors in open source like the ones that was discussed yesterday. There's also the rising of deepfakes, which I'm sure you're all aware of. Mostly are written in Python. By the way, did you know you can make a basic Python script that encrypts all the files and ask for a password just by using ChatGPT? That's practically a bootleg homemade ransomware. So of course, Python can also be used for good. For example, you have 1 million logs and you want to find a specific event of an intrusion. So probably this can be solved by a simple Python script that's practically made by a Gen AI. There's actually a talk earlier about image processing. I believe that's actually very necessary in order to combat deepfakes. So there's also a lot of tools out there written in Python, utilized daily by security professionals in engagements for reconnaissance, reverse engineering, intelligence gathering, etc. So it would be nice to show you if I have a laptop. Unfortunately, I forgot to bring it. So some of these tools are built in already in Kali Linux or can be downloaded in GitHub repos out there. And I hope everyone here have a safe cyberspace and Godspeed.
So